Okay, let's continue. Hey guys, do you know where the Lord of the Rings were shot like all the scenes? Oh yeah, that's right. Extra points for Bish. So and our presentation is going to be about the New Zealand.
So this is how the flag looks. You can see the British flag. It was because it was
British colony.
British colony before. That's why they still have the flag.
So how English came to this country? So you probably heard the words like "sun never sets." It was about the Britain because like Britain had the colonies all over the world. So basically, and it was in New Zealand. So in 1769, James Cook discovered New Zealand. In November 15th, on the 1769, James Cook declared British domination over New Zealand. So, and basically from this time, all the British people were coming to New Zealand. They were making like at first like tribes and camps. Yeah, and the meeting like pot theory is referred to then explaining how New Zealand like was created. It was just a made upon like on the south of New Zealand.
Where do the native people live? Like they are kind of spread because the Maori population lived on the northern part of the island. Maoris are the native New Zealand people for like aborigines who lived there before the British colonies came. So they're like the natives and they still exist like now like in New Zealand they have like their own special like treatments helps like from the government and stuff like this. And English speakers live in the south part of the island.
This is basically a picture of the south part, like that's how it looks like.
And like before, like they were very extreme to Maori people, racist and stuff. So that's why they got separated. But now, like Maoris have a lot of advantages from the government.
Yeah. This is how they look like. Yeah, it was like war between Maoris and European settlers and British, like, and it was after the two treaties of. Okay, they made like a peace between Maori uh, and British, and it was peace until the British colonies wanted to take all the parts of the New Zealand. They want like to have all the areas started the war, and it was like really bloody and the stuff. So
So how English came to that country? English was promoted to the countries by the colonial administrators, basically by colonists that came from Britain. English became like a very useful language. It's being used in politics, like in government, and in economy. Uh, English is being taught in native schools since 1867, and they use Maori since the 1903. Like, they started to learn it in schools and stuff like this. Late in 20th century, Maori survived with the rural areas. Everything else lost their Maori culture. So now they use more English. Almost everyone uses English. But in English they use some of the expressions or some words from the Maori language because there are no words to describe the environment of New Zealand in English. You know? So that's why they use it.
and by the way, you can recognize these houses is like how the hobbits live. I mean, it's a house, yeah, but it's a kind of scene of Lord of the Rings. So is English only language spoken in the country? No, English, Maori, and science like New Zealand and like English are free of official languages in the country. 90% of the population speaks English. 4.10 of the population speaks Maori, so it dies every year. So it's one kind of than language. Maori is now taught since preschool. Other languages and dialects are spoken. It's also there is some on French, Hindi, Chinese, German, Tongan, Dutch, Korean, Spanish, Afrikaans, and Japanese.
But there it's like in a very small
Yeah,
amount.
Small percentage.
Is English taught alongside other languages? Yes, because Maori is commonly taught in schools now. By 1900s, all the MPs in New Zealand graduated with fluent English. All the Maoris, they know English, most of them. Like now they're trying to bring back the Maori language, like that's why they teach it in school. And in 1960s there were like protests, petitions because Maori were reinstated in the educative system.
Here's the quote about the Maori. So the rest of the population are not completely in favor of Maori techniques in schools. Maori is following the set common pattern of indigenous languages around the world. Languages do not die natural death; they don't fade away without outside influence. Languages are killing other languages in cultural ways. The positive of linguistic of the Maori language. So basically, the government in New Zealand they trying to take Maori like up to don't make it die because like important how Becca said there is a lot of Maori words to describe the nature, flora and fauna and the New Zealand and like
These are some Maori.
yeah.
In which other ways has English influenced the people of the country? Like geography, population, concentration, like ethnicity, education, general social standing, and standing in the world as economy and politics. So how,
Here we have video.
like, what New Zealand's accent? It's long ago we just watched it.
Auf bozu.com habe ich in...
It's just
You have to play for 5 seconds.
Ja, der Herr Ballack hat konkrete Pläne. Der Ballack hat alle Angebote verglichen.
The Face of Zack, yeah!
Hello everyone, today I thought I'd make this video about the New Zealand accent as well as New Zealand slang. It's Rugby World Cup time in less than a month. That is of course if you're watching this video before the Rugby World Cup. So if you're watching this video from overseas, this could be so here are some examples of common Māori words. Haere mai, which means welcome or come here. Kia ora, which means hello. Tū me ke, which means too much. Ka pai, which means good. And kia kaha, which means forever strong. There's probably 3 things that you'll struggle with the New Zealand accent. Number 1 would be vowel sounds. Number 2 would be the ends of words. And number 3 would be the speed that New Zealanders talk at. The main issue with vowel sound is merging of sounds. Examples include full and fill, dole and dole, pull and pull, really and rarely, as well as Alan and Alan. So really try and listen out for those subtle differences. One of the major problems non-New Zealanders find with the New Zealand accent is that we tend not to end words properly. Take the example rugby ball. We don't really say rugby ball, it's kind of ball. Another example is the word can't, as in I can't play the hook, coach.
So as you understood, like different pronunciation of many words, sometimes it's hard to even understand them.
So-
they also have the British accent because the British were the colonists. So that's why it sounds like a little bit like similar.
So conclusion, is it good that like British came there? There's like everywhere there's like good and bad side. And good side that they bring society, they bring like government, they bring religion and all this stuff, technologies. Bad that there were wars and conflicts about the languages, about how the government is organized. And this stuff.
We can debate.
Yeah. Oh no. We still have a sources. And sources for pictures.
It's really easy to turn photographic Yes. Any questions? No.
I think we'll move on just so we can finish the last group.